going on, guys? My name is Kanan Arvinda, and you are listening to The Inquiry. Just in case you don't yet know what that is, this is a podcast where we ask critical questions about any and everything in life. And that's because of two major reasons. The first is I'm just a very nosy guy, and I like to ask questions. But the second and perhaps more important reason is because while they tell us it is important to niche ourselves in life, it is highly unlikely and almost impossible that everything you will ever interact with in your life will be around that niche. And so that's why here at The Inquiry, we ask the professionals from different fields in life those critical and important questions that you didn't even know you needed to know until we asked them on your behalf. Ain't that great? And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's get asking. Now, our very first guest on the show is here to take us to a land far, far away. And I'm talking about the Metaverse. Because it's not every day that you have a conversation with someone and they leave your mind completely mind blown. That is exactly what happened the very first time that I had a conversation with Ivan Ngendahayo. He bought land in the Metaverse. And so I was like, hey, I have to bring Ivan here. He has to tell us, first and foremost, helping us break down what is the Metaverse to start with, right? Secondly, how relevant is it to Africa right now? But more importantly, how can we get into it if we actually need to get into it? So ladies and gentlemen, we have Ivan Ngendahayo. Ivan, you are welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. I'm actually quite excited. Today is my first episode and you're my first guest.
Woo.
And my goodness, the topic that we're going to be talking about today is like so crazy, right?
Okay.
So let's first begin with the most basic question. What is Metaverse in simple terms?
Thank you. Metaverse, it's simply a virtual reality space in which users can interact with computer-generated environment, or again, they can also interact with other users.
Okay.
Yeah, simple as that.
So something where we can interact with things that are created virtually, right? Now, another term that I've heard people talking about or using is virtual reality. So what is the difference between Metaverse and virtual reality?
Virtual reality is simply a type of technology that helps to interact, but not at the same scale as Metaverse.
Okay.
Actually, virtual reality, you could say that it's a tool that we use in Metaverse. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the virtual reality is a part of the Metaverse, the way all elephants are big animals, but not all big animals are elephants, right?
Yes, because if we talk about Metaverse, it's bigger than virtual reality.
And that's what I want to understand today. That's what we're going to be getting into. But the Metaverse, so how I got to understand the Metaverse was when Facebook was talking about changing their name to Meta. And I remember a lot of us thinking, that's such a dumb name. What is wrong with Facebook? It's good enough. We've grown to love, hate, get used to it and everything. Why are they changing to Metaverse? So is Facebook owns Metaverse?
No, not really. What Facebook is no longer called Facebook. It's rebranded to Meta.
Yes.
Simply means that they are part of the Metaverse. They see that the Metaverse is the future. It's where we are heading.
Okay. Yeah. So what you're saying is there's other companies besides Meta. So like which companies?
There is what we call a company called Roblox. There is Microsoft.
Microsoft?
Yes.
Okay. I hope they're not going to change their name. Okay.
I hope so.
Anyway.
I hope so. There are others famous ones that are very much known also.
Like which ones?
Decentralized.
Okay.
There is Sandbox. There
I've
is
heard of that,
Atlas and very many others.
Okay, so these companies, much like Meta, formerly known as Facebook, are
Yes.
engaging in this thing called Metaverse,
Yes,
right? Where they
yes.
create these different realities.
Yes.
So what goes on inside the Metaverse? Is it like a gaming experience? What happens inside the Metaverse?
Okay. Most people, when they hear about Metaverse, they just hear about games. But it's a lot more than just playing games.
Like what?
We could say it's simply the all the things that you see in the real world, they can be manifested in the Metaverse.
Aren't you a little promising too much?
No,
Because
no.
I have cars, I have,
Yes.
there's animals for crying out loud.
Yes.
I can go fishing in the real world. Are you saying everything like that is possible in the Metaverse?
It's very much possible in the Metaverse.
So,
Like I said, the Metaverse is simply virtual space.
so so it's like the universe.
Yes.
Everything in a universe.
Yes.
But
in a virtual world form.
What is the craziest thing that you've done inside the Metaverse?
I could say that I got myself a piece of land in Metaverse.
You-
Yeah. yeah.
You're a landowner right now.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm landlord there.
Dude, I'm not even a landowner in real life, and you have land in the Metaverse.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Is it like the same pricing? Is it how do you walk on the land? What happens?
No. Okay. So if you want to access the Metaverse world, you all use what we call VR headsets. That's the tool that we use to access the world.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not just gonna walk there like the way I walk here in the real world. Yeah.
So you have to wear those glasses,
Yes,
right?
yes.
When we here at Nile One have these things called oculuses.
Yeah.
Oculuses are these glasses where we wear them and boom, they take you to this other crazy experience, right?
Which is a brand for Meta.
Which is a brand for formerly Facebook.
Yes.
So these are the companies that you're mentioning, like Sandbox. They also have oculuses?
Yes, they also have their own. And plus also Decentraland, Microsoft. Yes.
So I just want to know, is it like if I say I'm going to Mars, right? I can get on a spaceship and fly all the way to Mars, right? When you say the Metaverse is this world they've created virtually, but we have companies like Meta, we have companies like Sandbox. So all of them, like they have buildings in the Metaverse, or like, are they different worlds? Is it like different planets? Can I use the Meta Oculuses to access Sandbox?
No, actually, right now, the only way to access those different worlds, you use each company has their own set of headset that they use mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wear the Facebook or Meta Oculuses, they take you to their world. You wear Sandbox, it's a whole different world. You can engage like with someone in Meta with Sandbox.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're definitely going to get to the land thing because I think that's super cool.
Okay.
I want to understand how you got the land. Do you have a broker? How much did you spend? But I want to understand how do you actually do things in the Metaverse? Like, how do you operate? How do you need money? How do you buy things there?
Okay, thank you for asking me that question, which is, I think it's in the mind of all our viewers.
Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah, in the Metaverse, it's possible to own things. Like I said, you own things. And we use what we call a technology called blockchain to do our transaction. Like when I was purchasing my land in Metaverse, what I use, it's what we call a token. A token or a coin.
Token of appreciation.
Yeah. Not in that sense.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
No, but that's the currency that we use there. We don't use the money that you see here.
Not high, like no dollar bills, no Ugandan shillings.
Yeah. That's the money that we use to purchase whatever
Can you use
we
Bitcoin?
want. Yes, in some of the company.
Cryptocurrency generally.
In general, yes. But what they do, specifically for those companies, most of them, they do have their own token specifically for their world.
Okay.
Let's say I want to buy a land in Decentraland.
Yeah.
What I do, I purchase using their currency.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is called mana. That's the currency for Decentraland.
They should not. Go on.
Okay.
Ugandans, please keep your mind in the game.
Okay, let's take another example for more clarification.
Please.
Like for a company called Sandbox. For them, they use a token called Sand. If you want to purchase or anything in their world, not only
things with sand.
Yes.
Soil.
Not that one.
In broken down particles.
No, it's a cryptocurrency.
It's just called sand. Like that's the name.
Yes, that's the name.
Okay. And Facebook, why? Because I'm asking Facebook because like that's the biggest name I think.
Okay.
In that whole department. So what does Facebook? What's the name of Facebook? Can I guess? Is it called POC?
No. No way. No.
Like
way.
that POC thing.
Okay.
Give you 50 POCs.
Okay. For Meta, right now they don't have a specific like token that they use. They do use a dollar, normal dollar. Yes.
So you get. I mean, there's so many questions that I have, right? We're gonna get into that, but I also wanted to find out. This metaverse thing is taking over the world, quote unquote. That's at least what the internet is saying. That's what different publishers are saying, right? But talk to us about the actual impact. What is the actual impact of metaverse on all-round industries in the world?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. According to researchers that they are done by experts in the field, where they say that by the time we reach 2031, the metaverse itself, metaverse industry, will have contributed an amount of $3 trillion.
US dollars?
Yes, US dollars.
Okay.
As an income to the people involved in that industry.
Including yourself as a landowner?
Yes, of course.
You're part of those 3 trillion?
Yeah.
But how?
Okay, this is it. Can I break it down for you?
That's the whole point of you being here, dude. What did you think you're here for? Help us break that down.
Okay.
Because I want to know if I'm going to be part of the 3 trillion or not.
Okay. Metaverse is a new concept. Like I said, it's the virtual world.
Okay.
They copy each and everything that we do in the normal world.
Yeah, duplicating it, putting it into this virtual space.
Yes. We can talk about, with all the sectors of life that we have here, the same thing in the virtual world. We can talk about health. We can talk about...
health? Are people going to go fall sick in the metaverse? I wouldn't want to fall sick in the metaverse.
No, it's not about that, but it's using the technology in metaverse to do the things that you cannot do in the real world.
Like
limitation, to remove the limitation.
Like
you
what?
get, let's say in the health industry, you are here currently in Uganda, you are a doctor or a surgery
surgeon.
And you want to operate someone that is in India. You can do that using the metaverse technology.
I have a lot of questions on how that is going to be possible. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So every good thing has some sort of hardships and challenges. So far, what would you say are some of the challenges and hardships that the metaverse is facing currently?
Right now I could say that it's a concept that is still new and people are not, very many people are not yet involved in, and we lack, I could say, technology. Because you really need another skill that it's not commonly used or studied at school.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of research if you are...
Do you think at some point they'll bring it in schools? Like, do you think there'll be a curriculum for metaverse?
I think so. I do believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is something that is very needed here.
It's very necessary around the world. If I'm in a space where I can wear these glasses and just disappear from all the problems I have and the landlord banging on my door and everything, I would definitely want to learn the skill to operate it. Yeah. What aspects of life do you think that it's going to affect the most?
I do think about the way we, like tourism, I could say tourism, could talk about education.
Yeah.
Could talk about...
Tourists, how?
Tourism in terms of touring the world. Let's
how?
say you are here and you want to tour the Disney World, in the US.
Yeah.
You can do what we call you can have access to Disney World while you are here.
Okay, how?
Yeah, virtually.
How?
They create the world as Disney World is, and they put it into the Metaverse world.
So can you walk around? Can you touch stuff?
You get the same feeling as if you are there in person.
Oh
you understand?
My God. I have a lot of ethical questions.
Like if you want to do that, you don't have to pay money to go there, like an air ticket, all the stuff, hotel,
you just sit at home and wear that stuff and then it takes you there.
Yeah, let's not even go far. Let's talk about here in Uganda.
Okay,
someone is abroad and he wants to see, Uganda, like the museum.
Yes.
Or the national parks, or the rivers, the valleys, the mountains.
Yes,
the nature we have. What that person has to do is just
wear the. Do you think that's a good thing?
The headset, VR.
Do you think that's a good thing? Because that means you're not going to be getting any tourists coming in anymore.
Okay, I was coming to that. For them to access that point, they have to pay money. Okay. There is a fee that they have to pay for that, for them to access all those experiences. Yes.
So who does the money go to? Metaverse? I mean, Meta or what?
That one is going to be in discussion of course, the government, or if it's a private company that's
How does the government benefit from that? Like, how do they prevent me, for instance, from just sitting down and coding whatever I want to code on my land that I bought and like recreate the zoo?
I think, I don't know exactly about that. I don't know exactly about that, but you have to talk, obviously, with the officials.
With the government.
The government, yes.
Okay. Another term that I've heard used so much in relation to the metaverse, and I hope that you can help us understand today, is this word called NFTs.
Okay.
What on earth is NFTs?
An NFT is a non-fungible token.
I remember the word token from the last time you mentioned. So token is a token. You say token is the way people pay for things in the metaverse.
So now not only these are the metaverse, but it's a tool of payment.
Okay, but now this non-fungible, what does that mean? Like, what is an NFT? Break it down for us.
Okay,
please
an NFT simply means, it's a...
Try to put it in simple terms.
Okay, it's a digital owned property. Yeah, that is unique, that is encrypted in the way that you cannot duplicate it. Simple as that. And you can own it, sell it, or buy it by yourself without including any third party.
I've heard of Snoop Dogg investing millions of dollars in creating chimpanzee versions. Why would I buy a chimpanzee, for crying out loud?
Actually, if we talk about the metaverse, we cannot forget about NFTs, because that's I could say it's needed in the metaverse. Yeah.
How?
Because when you are in the metaverse, it can be your identity. You get, if it's a face or a video or an audio, it can design you. You understand?
Like an avatar.
An avatar.
So
I didn't want to use that term because many people will not understand.
You could have saved us 20 minutes by just saying it's an avatar. Like an NFT is an avatar. Okay. So NFTs are I've seen monkeys.
Okay.
I don't know why anyone would want to buy a monkey. But I also
the reason why the people want to buy those it's because they are unique.
So you can't
let me give you
I can't create, because it's all code, right? If you code your monkey, can't I just copy the code and make my own monkey?
That's the thing. That's the beauty of blockchain. You cannot copy it. It's unique.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's not like this normal art that you see, like the Mona Lisa, like the World. The people can copy it and
How dare you talk about the Mona Lisa like that?
Listen. Okay. You can duplicate it, not so.
The Mona Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah, it has been duplicated before.
Yes. Which is not the same thing with NFTs. That's
So it's absolutely not duplicatable.
Yes.
If you could create an NFT, what would you create?
I could create my face, the one with my face.
Who the hell is going to buy your face, dude?
It's not about money always. I could just create it for my own.
How many NFTs can you create at a time?
As much as you can.
You can create as many?
As many as you can.
Who puts the rules? Because
there are no rules.
Once you get...
There are no
this
rules.
is the thing. You say there's Metaverse, right? It's this big thing, this idea of getting away from the real world, getting lost into this virtual world, right? You said Meta, formerly Facebook, has its own world. You said Sandbox has its own world and many others, right? So if I decide to get into Meta's Metaverse, that rhymes, I just get in there. How do you even begin to create an NFT? But also, doesn't Meta care what NFTs I'm creating and how many of them and what they can do?
No, they don't care about that. It's simply, okay, so let's do this. Let's say, okay, you are buying a land in the Metaverse, or you have access in the Metaverse, in that virtual reality space.
Yeah.
You can not only use avatars or NFTs, you can also attend other things like concert, like...
You can attend a concert? How? Dude, you don't just throw a term there head. You have to explain things to us. Like, we who are listening to you are lost. Because if you just say, you can do a concert, obviously I want to know, how do you do a concert? How do you benefit from a concert? Who can do a concert? Like,
okay, so far, if you can also do the research.
Ouch.
There is an African artist that did a concert in the Metaverse. It's called Davido.
You could have just said Davido did a concert. There's an... Yeah, are you serious? Wait, he didn't.
Yes.
How did he do it? Like, how does it work? How does he earn from that?
Okay, this is how it's done. If you want to do like a concert or a party or a function in a Metaverse, you only have to give, to allow people to access that through links.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question. Did he create a monkey of himself?
Nah, really. No.
How did people attend? Like, when you're in the concert, what do you be seeing?
You get the same experience as the people who are already there, who are in place.
Do they code that?
Yes.
They code the monkeys to stand and clap for you.
No, you don't have to be a monkey. You don't have to be a monkey. It depends on the avatar. Yeah.
Okay. So we're about to get into the second and last segment of the show. But before that, I want to find out from you. I want to find out, you recently bought land in the Metaverse. And you say that you buy it using tokens, which is cash. Which universe did you buy that in? Was it Meta?
No, it's
Sandbox?
called Next Earth.
Next Earth.
Yes.
Okay. How did you get into the whole idea of buying land?
Okay, so I saw that on one of the websites that are very much involved into the Metaverse world, and I saw that it's an upcoming, I could say, company that is releasing its world. Yeah. So, and I told myself, I missed an opportunity to buy a land from Decentralized, from Sandbox, from what? Yeah. And other companies. I was like, this is my chance. I've also, however small it is, but I have to own something.
Okay, yeah. And how much did you buy the land?
I used only $200.
$200?
Yes.
How much is that in, let me see, that's like How much is it? How much is $200?
In which currency?
Ugandan shillings,
No, it's worth almost $1 million Ugandan shillings.
Almost $1 million Ugandan shillings.
Yeah.
That's not so expensive for land.
No, it's not so expensive.
How big is the land?
It's not quite big, but okay.
Dude, how big is the land?
Yeah, just it's not quite that big. It's
you cannot mention the size of the land. Is it okay? Let's do ranges. Is it a size of a table? Is it a size of a factory? Between there?
Let's say between there.
Between there. Okay, Mr. Landowner. And what are you planning to do with the land?
Right now, like hiring it.
Hiring it out.
Yeah.
For concerts.
Not only that, like if people want to expose their arts.
Yeah.
Like I said, the NFTs, they don't have to be monkeys, like you said. It can be an art of yourself.
Okay.
And you create it and you put it there if you want. Yes.
Wow. And what are you going to name the land? How do you even protect the land? How do you make sure that you don't have land grabbers?
Okay. So each company has their specific style, I could say, of guarding their world. So we use what we call keys. Each owner of the land has their own keys. Yes. That are not known by the company, by I alone.
You feel like you've explained. I'm thinking, how does a key open land? Does it have a wall?
Okay, a key is not the key that we all know.
Yeah.
It's
a code, like a password.
Okay, it's like a password. They give you words and...
Dude, just say you have a password to your land.
For us, we call it keys.
For us, the landowners, we
In
call it keys. All right. Well, we're getting into the second and last segment of the show. This is a segment where we ask you dumb questions, right? You are a super professional guy, and you have given us your professional vibes as a landowner with a password, which you call a key to your land, and so many stuff. Thank you so much for helping us understand that. But now, in this segment, we toss all that seriousness aside for a little bit and ask you all the damn questions in relation to your field. So you are a guy that is in Metaverse. You're a guy that has land. You're a guy that understands this whole NFT stuff and what. So the first dumb question to you is, if you could create any game in the Metaverse, what would it be about?
I think I could create something like Need for Speed. Because I like racing games.
Yeah. Is your land big enough to host a race?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As we move in circles.
Okay, so you would create a game that is all about driving, just like Need for Speed. All right. And if you could create any pet in the Metaverse, what would it be and why?
Personally, I love dogs. Yeah, I could own a dog.
A dog?
Yeah, and
did you just
know why?
Why?
Because in this world, I used to have a dog.
I feel like that story is very sad because you started it in past tense.
No, I used to have a dog. Right now, I don't have a dog. And I've tried. What happened to the dog?
Nothing. Let me first finish.
Let me first finish.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we were trying to race, it was every day it was the first one. You understand? But the reason why I want to own a pet, like a dog pet in Metaverse, I would want one day to.
I don't think I need a dog that is slower than me, man. Okay, that leads me to the next question. If you could have any superpower in the Metaverse, what would it be and why?
Like teleporting, I could say.
Teleporting?
Yeah.
And why?
I would want to see the future still inside the Metaverse and move backwards.
Oh, you mean time travel?
Time travel.
Or you'd like to move back and forth? Is that possible in the Metaverse?
Yeah.
I thought everything that is in the Metaverse has to be coded. So for you to move back in time, someone needs to have coded that, right?
Okay, in Metaverse, it simply remove the limitations that we have here in the real world.
Yeah.
You can access anything, anytime you want. Yes.
Okay.
There are no limitation like in the real world. Yes.
Okay, and
you can fly, you can sleep, you can touch someone that is in Dubai.
You can do what now?
While you are here, but still
you can do what?
In the virtual.
Did you say you can touch someone?
Yeah.
Nigga, you need to be arrested. Okay. Okay, we're almost coming to the end, but I have just a few more dumb questions for you. So the very first one, amongst the last ones, that is weird. If you could go to any place in the metaverse, in the world, what would it be?
I could go to the White House.
Wow, and why? Why?
I just love the White House.
You want to go to the White House?
Yeah.
I have some connections. I don't think you need the metaverse for that.
Okay.
Just hold tight onto me.
Like I am.
Figuratively, not literally. Okay, and my last question, and this is for me and my personal reasons. If I got into the metaverse in any of those universes, can I create a gun, and can that gun be used on someone else, and would they die in that metaverse?
Okay, it's like this. Each world, they have rules, and they have the do's and don'ts. You understand? And those are the things that are not allowed. There are some worlds that do have police. You understand? The same police that you see here. Yeah, the agents of security in that world. Like I said, just take anything that you see in this world and put it and see it virtually.
So these police guys are real human beings that are wearing those glasses also?
They are not real human beings. They are computer-generated avatars.
CGI! No, sorry. God, I feel embarrassed. There's a movie that has computer-generated human beings, and visitors used to come into that world. I feel so dumb right now. People used to get into that virtual world. Actually, I think that was the metaverse, right?
Yes.
I'm so excited. So there was computer-generated people that lived in that universe. There were people that used to visit that universe, and they would do weird things, and until that one of the computer-generated people started thinking he's a real human being, and he started acting up. It was acted by the guy who did Deadpool. My goodness me, I can't believe I've forgotten the name. But was that an example of the metaverse? It's called Guy. Have you watched Guy?
No.
Let's end this show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the very first episode of The Inquiry. This is a podcast where we get professionals from... You're raising your hand. Ivan. Yes, you can ask. I was coming back to you to give closing remarks. But yes, you have something to say.
No, you can continue.
No, you please, by all means.
You said you will.
Yes.
I can close.
I am back to you.
So
Go on. Go on.
Let me get serious again.
Okay, please do. Yeah.
This part you're going to put it at the end. Eh?
Okay.
Like
You're telling me what? Okay, yes, please go on. Feel free.
I wanted to, as we conclude our session, I wanted to talk about one thing. When you talk about metaverse, when you talk about virtual reality, when you talk about avatars, when you talk about NFTs, some people still think that it's a myth. Yet, it's you can make money with it. You can make a living, simply make a living with it.
How?
First of all, you can make money as a developer.
To create these NFTs and
like in terms of production. Yeah, the developer, you have skills in computer-related skills, I could say. You can be a developer, you can be a programmer, and also I could talk about artists. Like let's say you are...
Like Kane and Arinda, aka Noisemaker.
Yeah. Like you are a singer, like you are an artist, you can draw, you can make videos, you can act, you can what. So this is an opportunity for all the people.
Yeah.
It's open for everyone and still new, and there is no limitation. You can be here and you are working for people who are not around. Like it's
you can work from home.
You can work from home, like simply work remotely. Yes. That's in terms of job creation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a lot of jobs to be
There are a lot of jobs
done and gained from in the metaverse.
a lot of opportunities.
What have you earned so far from the metaverse?
Like, sorry?
What have you earned so far from the metaverse?
There is what we call trading NFTs.
Okay.
Yes.
Buying and selling
Buying
NFTs?
and selling NFTs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you do that?
I do that.
What's
also.
the most money you've made so far?
Not much, not less.
You're such a secretive guy. My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all the time that we have for now. But obviously, those are not all the questions that we have. And for the guys that are listening in, that are watching, for those that are on the video version, I know that you might have so many questions here that you wish I would have asked, or maybe you think you could have had some better questions for Ivan Gendahayo here. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'll let you know that in the next episodes and for our next guest, you will be able to send in questions for them before, so that I can ask them on your behalf. But now for you, Ivan, as our first guest, people didn't have that chance. But how can they contact you if they have their own questions, serious questions, maybe not dumb questions like mine, for you concerning the metaverse?
Okay, right now they can come to Nailoan offices.
Where is that?
It's Apollo in Kampala, Uganda, Sapporo Road. Yeah, and I think they will see the address.
How do they know it's you? Are you going to be a chimpanzee?
No, I'm a real person.
Okay. What of your like contact, your WhatsApp, your Twitter? Do you even use those?
Yes, I do use them.
Can they find you in Next World?
Okay, I have WhatsApp, I have Twitter. Yeah. For Twitter,
hence the number being. Goodness, these metaverse people.
On Twitter, you can check me on Ivan Dollar.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, Ivan Dollar.
Yeah,
you better have the dollars.
Yeah, I do post about Web3, blockchain.
Yeah.
Metaverse.
Basically, important, cool things that don't get you following. Say yes. I'm kidding. And your WhatsApp number? Do you mind giving that?
Okay, man.
Ivan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that we had for you today for real now. This is like the real ending. This is our very first episode, and I just want to let you know again, if you're listening in or if you're watching us via video, that this is a very kind of chill podcast. So I don't know what expectations you might be having, but we're not here to like put people on a very hot seat or anything, but we're here to try and learn from them through these very important, very critical, but very kind of chilled out questions. But I will be communicating the guests that we have before they come on, so that you can let us know which questions you want them to ask. You can also suggest which kind of guests you want us to bring on board, so that we can then bring that person and you will be able to learn. The name of the podcast is The Inquiry. You can find us on all podcast platforms, and you can definitely catch us on our YouTube. That is at Nile1. We'll be posting clips from here. We'll be posting the entire thing. We'll be posting all around because we want you to stay with us. We want to keep that curious monkey. Any last sentence, Ivan, before we sign out?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the show.
Yeah.
And thank you all the viewers for following us up to the last second.
All right. So this is the part I'm supposed to say. I've not yet gotten it in my head, so I'm going to look at where I wrote it down, right? For the guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Inquiry. We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the mysteries of the universe, and we will be back next week with more mind-bending questions and hilarious tangents for you. Now remember, the only thing we know for sure in life is that we know nothing. As such, we'll keep searching for the answers anyways. So, see you guys next week. It's Ken and Arinda here with The Inquiry. We love you. It's been Ivan Gendahayo with the Metaverse for our very first episode. Mwah.